Hey LEGO fans, and welcome back to MB Bricks. My name is Maya, and today we are going to be looking at the brand new LEGO Jurassic World Rebirth sets releasing June 1st, 2025. Thank you so much to the LEGO group for gifting these sets for review today. I will be doing a speed build and review for each individual set, so if you want to see a specific one, do check the description below and I will put the video times for each set. I am a huge dinosaur fan, and I will be comparing these newer dinosaur molds to the older molds, and I will also be comparing these sets to what we know so far from the new Rebirth trailer, because the movie does not come out until July 2nd. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, without further ado, let's dive into these sets. The first set we are going to be looking at is set number 76970, Baby Dinosaur Dolores Aquilops. This set comes with 339 pieces and retails for $29.99 Canadian, which is the lowest price set in this wave. We have already gotten two baby dinosaurs in this seemingly new sub-theme of Jurassic World, Bumpy and Little Edie, both baby dinosaurs from the Camp Cretaceous show on Netflix. I'm not sure how Dolores fits into the new Rebirth movie just yet, but she does appear as a mold in another set in this wave. I really love the color scheme of this new baby dinosaur sculpture with the tan, dark red, and medium nougat. LEGO has done a wonderful job adding in a lot of articulation with this model at the hips, ankles, 3 different places for the arms, as well as the head and mouth. I do wish that we could finally get some new colors for these ball joint pieces so they didn't stick out so much when there is no other gray or black in the build. I feel like white and tan might be very useful colors for these elements that could blend in better with several builds.
The toes are probably my favorite part of the entire build, with these brand new black bump pieces. Similar to these other pieces without the bar on the end, these anti-stud bottoms are perfect for several other types of construction. We also have a new piece in dark tan for the bottom jaw, a 2x2 curved piece with 2 studs, as well as a new coloring for these 1x2 curved elements in dark red. I also really love that LEGO always includes some food for the dinosaur depending on their diet. Since Dolores the Aquilops is a herbivore, they have added in a little branch build with some leaves and red flowers or berries. There are a few extra pieces that come with this set, and here they are now. Let me know your thoughts on this set and if you want to pick up this to build. Now we are moving on to the next set in this wave. The second set in this lineup is set number 76972, Raptor Off-Road Escape. This set comes with 285 pieces and retails for $44.99 Canadian. This is one of the smaller sets in the wave, but still comes with 2 dinosaurs. The first is a brand new Velociraptor mold, which is much more size accurate compared to the older molds with the minifigures. The size accuracy comes with a steep price of no articulation except for the jaw, which is quite disappointing as we used to get the arms and legs to adjust for playability as well as mock building. It has similar coloring to the Raptor we got in 2023 with the addition of the blue around her eye. The biggest disappointment with this wave of dinosaur molds is the lack of printing on the nails for the hands and feet of all the dinos. It's a small detail that really stands out when you start comparing to previous versions of these molds. The second dinosaur is the baby Aquilops, which has been named Dolores. I really love the baby dinosaur molds that LEGO has released, and Dolores is no exception. We have really nice printing on this one with detailing on the face, legs, and tail. The first part of this build includes this little bush area with a movable plate feature using the Velociraptor. While we don't know much about this movie just yet, we can assume the dinosaurs will have plenty of jump scares throughout, and I can assume this raptor is hiding in the bush, waiting to attack. Not only does this feature allow the raptor to burst from the brush, it also spins the leaves out of the way as if the dinosaur is truly tearing through to get to her victims. The main part of this set is the large Jeep build labeled as Vehicle Number 2. It looks quite beefy and tank-like with reinforcements along the sides and back. There are a lot of lights to see the road clearly at dusk, and there seems to be some sort of tracking device that we built and put in the back of the Jeep. I'm not sure if these characters are trying to find the Velociraptor, but I do know that it's probably not a good idea. The minifigures included with this set are Ruben and Isabella Delgado, father and daughter. While not much has been announced about these characters yet, I do believe they are stranded on the island with the main heroes. Whether they are working together or against each other, I guess we will have to find that out, but these figures are exclusive to this set. There are a few extra pieces that come with this set, and here they are now. Let me know your thoughts on this set and if you want to pick this up to build. Now let's continue on to the next set. The next set we are going to be taking a look at is 76973 Raptor and Titanosaurus Tracking Mission. This set comes with 582 pieces and will retail for $129.99 Canadian. This is a mid-size set and comes with 2 dinosaurs, a Velociraptor and a Titanosaurus. The Raptor is the exact same as we have just seen with the Off-Road Escape set. While I have already discussed my thoughts on the adjusted size, I am surprised that we didn't get a different printed option for this Raptor. We also got a brand new dinosaur, the Titanosaurus, which has similar mold to the Brachiosaurus that we received in 2023. The body and neck are the same as the Brachiosaurus, but we get a new head and a new tail for this design. The small glimpse of the Titanosaurus we see in the trailer, I think the mold is pretty accurate, and I once again love the color choices. I do wish that we had some articulation in the legs though, which is what I had wished for with the Brachiosaurus to get that iconic hind leg pose from the original movie. I assume that the front end was too heavy for this, but it would have been nice to have this option, especially since it could have balanced if it was studded down. Moving along, we can see the vehicles included with this set. First, we get a small dirt bike using 2 standard preformed pieces to make it, as well as this brick-built buggy type vehicle labeled as vehicle number 8. It is a neat design with the hinged bars to create the angle, and it also comes with this trailer hitch with tracking supplies. Next, we built this little tent scene that our heroes possibly found after being stranded. The tent seems to be a bit overgrown, however, if there were supplies for them here with the food grate and cooking utensils, this may have been where they are hiding. As far as trees go and LEGO sets, I actually think this one is pretty well done with the Technic pieces and a lot more leaf elements on top than we are used to getting. Finally, we can look at the main part of the build, which looks like some sort of gas station and convenience store called Stego's Stop and Go. This structure is quite broken down and very overgrown. Clearly, it's been sitting unused for quite some time. The trailer referenced that this island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park, and if it was abandoned after the catastrophic events of the first movie, this place has been sitting for 30 years. I'm assuming this would have been a place for workers on the island to pick up basic necessities and fill up the powered jeeps used to drive around the island. The building has nice coloring with the white and yellowish orange, with some spots of green to represent the overgrowth. There are a few stickers to bring out some additional details, and I love that there's a sign on the door that says closed right above open 24 hours. The gas station is well done, and I love the little gas pump build using the whip pieces for the hoses, which is great NPU. LEGO has added a big oil spill on the inside of the covered area, and there is a dark teal netting overhanging the other side for additional partial coverage. Finally, on this side, there is a drone build, which is carrying a little syringe that might possibly be used to tranquilize dinosaurs safely. Spinning the build around, we can take a look at the inside of the convenience store, which looks like your typical store in the early 90s. We have an older style register with a large clunky keyboard and screen, slushy or pop machines with 2 separate dispensers, and a hot dog warming oven. Even though I know it's LEGO, that sand green hot dog is really grossing me out. The minifigures included with this set are Zora Bennett and Dr. Henry Loomis, who are the ones tasked at retrieving the dinosaur DNA from the large dinosaurs on the island, and Martin Krebs, who I think may be organizing the expedition in the movie. They have the same torso and leg prints as seen in set 76976. This set comes with a decent amount of extra pieces, and you can see them now. Let me know your thoughts on this set in the comments below, and let's move on to the next set in this series. The fourth set in the lineup is number 76974, Brick-Built Mosasaurus Boat Mission. This set comes with 858 pieces, which is the second largest piece count in this wave, and retails for $79.99 Canadian. This is the only set in the lineup that does not include a molded animal, and the second one that does include a brick-built one. While I typically prefer the molded animals over brick-built ones, I do like this build, especially with the color scheme. I think LEGO did a great job with this wave, really sticking to the more natural colors for the dinosaurs, and the olive green and the dark brown look great for the Mosasaurus. We have gotten one Mosasaurus mold in 2001, and since then we have not gotten a single marine reptile in the Jurassic World theme. We start off the build with this boat build using 2 preformed pieces for the base and adding some details on top. If this boat is the same as we see in the trailer, where our heroes are riding the boat surrounded by the Spinosauruses and the Mosasaurus, this seems a little bit small as there was a large area in the back. Based on the box art, the Mosasaurus might actually push the boat up onto some rocky formation sticking out of the water, and we have a couple of mini builds to go along with it. The main part of this build, though, is of course the really awesome marine reptile, the Mosasaurus. I was quite disappointed that we did not get a Mosasaurus when the Jurassic World wave first came out with the new movie in 2015. I felt like she played a pretty substantial role in the first movie, being the only one who finally defeated the Indominus Rex. I am happy to see this marine reptile once again in the new movie and to finally have her in LEGO form. There are 8 different sections to build, which became slightly repetitive, however it does allow it to have a lot of articulation throughout the body, as well as movements for the flippers and jaw. We have some new printed pieces to complete her look, with the 2x2 curved pieces on her back, as well as some new eye prints as well. We also have a new color for these 1x2 wedge tiles, now seen in the dark orange, a new color for 2 different sizes of wedge plates in dark brown, and a new color for these barnacle type pieces in the olive green. Minifigures included with this set are Atwater and Leclerc, who we can see with Zora and Dr. Loomis on the boat, possibly helping them track the Mosasaurus or helping them reach the island at the beginning of the movie. Not much else is known about these characters yet, and my thoughts are that they might be some of the first ones to get eaten as our heroes arrive and of course subsequently get trapped on the island. Finally, here are the extra pieces that come with this set. Let me know your thoughts on this build and if you want to pick it up. Now let's move on to the next set in this wave. Next up, we are going to be looking at the smallest set in this wave according to piece count, number 76975, T-Rex River Escape. This set comes with 199 pieces and a price point of $64.99 Canadian. It comes with one dinosaur, the classic T-Rex, as we have seen many times before, as she is a staple in the Jurassic franchise. Over the years, we have seen a lot of different color schemes for the T-Rex mold, but I have to say this is one of my favorites with the dark tan and dark bluish gray, although once again we are missing the obvious detail of the painted toes. She has a standard articulation of arms, legs, tail, and jaw. Starting off this set, we built a small off-road type vehicle, followed by the orange raft, which is basically a mold with a couple of added parts. We do get a little frog friend along for the ride. The main part of this build looks like to be some sort of dock area with a shed. This is a very basic build, although I do like the inclusion of the sand green for the roof. When I started this section of the build, I did think that this very much felt like a 4+ set, although it is not advertised as so. I think the price point for the set is to get the T-Rex, and then there isn't really much else to put together. This would be perfect for a younger fan of LEGO, especially when you consider the play features with this set. Firstly, the boat can attach to the rocky area by the dock, and with pushing this piece behind, the boat gets launched into the river. Also, as advertised on the box, the walls of the shed are built to be knocked down by the T-Rex as he attempts to catch the minifigs. My 4-year-old loves to build LEGO and have dinosaurs knock the structures down, so I can see this being a fun set for him. Rewatching the trailer, I can see a scene where the T-Rex is hunting, and while the humans are trying to escape the dinosaur by diving into the water, she attempts to catch them by snapping at them beneath the surface, which is sure to be a suspenseful scene. This definitely also gives me the sense that it could be the T-Rex River scene from the original Jurassic Park novel that was not featured in the original movie. Alan Grant and the kids had a tumultuous escape from the T-Rex in that scene, continuously hunted by the dinosaur throughout the book. I have found multiple times that scenes from the original novel that were left out of the Jurassic Park movie have shown up in the following Jurassic movies, including the opening scene for The Lost World, where the girl is attacked by the compies on the beach, which is Chapter 1 in the novel. Also in The Lost World, Peter Ludlow, the CEO of InGen, is fatally played with and eaten by the baby T-Rex instead of Ed Regis in the novel. I'm very curious if this scene pays tribute to that part of the book. Moving along to the minifigures in this set, we have two Xavier Dobbs, who I could not find much information on, although I am getting major Ian Malcolm vibes from the Spig, and Teresa Delgado, who also does not have much info, but I believe her younger sister Isabella is going to be the token small human in peril of this movie. Not an overly impressive build for adults, but you do get a new T-Rex print as well as 2 exclusive minifigures if you want a complete collection. There is a small amount of extra parts for this set. Let me know your thoughts on this set and if you want to pick it up. Now we are moving on to the final set in this wave. Finally, we're going to be looking at set number 76976, Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus Air Mission. This is the largest set in this wave, coming in at 984 pieces and a price point of $199.99 Canadian. There is one dinosaur and one pterosaur that comes with this set, the long-awaited Spinosaurus, and a second version of the Quetzalcoatlus. We have only gotten one version of the Spinosaurus from the original dinosaur theme in 2001. While this is not an overly impressive mold compared to the newer version, it's what we had, and I actually tried to create my own variation using the baryonyx mold with the spine sail element attached. It turned out fine for the mock I created, however I am thrilled, like most of the community, to finally get a new official mold. Now looking at this new mold, we can see completely new pieces with the similar body design to the T-Rex, with the addition of the sail on the back. The legs are the same mold as the T-Rex, and the arms are the same as the Indominus Rex. We get a new tail design, which I really like, as well as a new head. There are still the main articulation points with the jaw, head, arms, legs, and the base of the tail. I like the color scheme with the dark brown and the dark tan, although the yellow seems a bit out of place. Watching the trailer, it does seem to be movie accurate though, which is good, just not something I would have chosen for myself for mock purposes. Lastly, similar to the other dinosaurs in this wave, I am disappointed at the lack of printing for the nails, which really stands out against other dinosaurs in the past. Moving on to the Quetzalcoatlus, this is the exact same mold that we received in 2022. We have the same articulation in the jaw and the two wings. Of course, the biggest difference is the color scheme, changing from the white and dark tan to the sand blue and dark orange. Surprisingly, this is the only pterosaur we get in the new wave. Typically we get at least one pteranodon, but I guess they didn't play a part in this upcoming movie. Moving on to the vehicles in this set, we do get two, one truck and one helicopter. Following the theme of numbered vehicles in this wave, the truck is number 5 with a fairly standard heavy-duty design with large wheels and steel bars at the front end. Quite a few stickers were used in this design, but we did get one classic Jurassic logo print for the front of the trunk hood. The helicopter is the same color scheme and is labeled as vehicle number 3. It uses a neat design using Technic elements to create the landing skids and also some NPU with the cupcake elements for part of the engine in the back, as well as the use of a bucket handle for the steering inside the cockpit. The windscreen opens up to fit a minifigure inside easily, and the two rotor blades spin. I'm assuming this may be our hero's way off the island at the end of the movie, but we will have to wait to find out. Finally, let's look at the main section of the build where the Quetzalcoatlus' nest is found. This is a very cool looking design, and I love the color scheme of the top section with the olive green, tan, and medium nougat. This makes it seem like some sort of temple with the little sculptures carved into the walls, and you can see the nest in the center here. The trailer shows the main characters looking to extract DNA from the egg for a supposed medical breakthrough, which to me doesn't sound like a very good idea. It shows Zora and Dr. Henry Loomis scaling the side of the mountain to the ruins where the nest is found. I like the design of this mouth, although the rest of the base of the mountain is fairly basic. I do though like the pops of foliage around and the mini waterfall on this side. Flipping the build around, there was not much on the opposite side, but you do get some cool stickered pieces. I am glad for the top section they decided to brick build some statues rather than going for stickered pieces like we see here. There are a couple of fun play features included with this set. The first is this booby trap type feature that swings down from the mouth when you pull this chain piece. I'm not sure why the ruins on an island used for research would have booby traps, but maybe this was just added into the set for fun. The second play feature sees the wall partially collapse when you press down on this tree branch sticking out here. This makes more sense as the Quetzalcoatlus could smash through one of the walls in an attempt to protect her nest from the intruders. New parts aside from the new dinosaurs include these 5 link chains in the dark orange color and the windscreen piece for the helicopter in the fairly new trans black color. We also see the newer style geode mold with the trans orange crystal inside representing amber that we first saw with the new T-Rex fossil set released in March. There is a good amount of extra parts in this set, as you can see here. The minifigures included with this set are Zora Bennett and Dr. Henry Loomis, who are the ones tasked at retrieving the dinosaur DNA from the Quetzalcoatlus egg. Martin Krebs, who I think may be organizing the expedition in the movie, and Duncan Kincaid, who I believe might be the team leader of some sorts on this expedition. The first three have the same torsos and legs as the 76973 set.
And that covers the full review for the entire wave of new Jurassic World sets coming out June 1st, 2025, based on the new Rebirth movie. The one big thing that I did notice was the missing set number 76971, and I am curious if we are going to get another set in that number with this wave that possibly may have the new D-Rex dinosaur that is brand new to the Rebirth movie. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on these sets and if you are also planning on picking any of these up. If you like review videos, do check the description below. I'll leave a link to a playlist of all those types of videos on my channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe as it does help out this channel a lot. Thanks so much for checking out this video today, guys, and until next time, keep on building.